are live. Good evening, everyone. Or should I say good afternoon, good morning, good night, depending on where you're tuning in from. My name is Nipun. This is the Sixth Sense International Break Edition. Um, there's not much to talk about other than the recap of the games from the previous week. Few weeks, because for some reason or another we haven't been able to speak. So, where shall we begin? Dorcots FC. Dorcots gone horribly wrong. Manny, your club have to answer for their crimes. And so sorry, joining me are Manny and the rest. How are you all doing?
Yeah, we're all good, thank you.
Grooving out, man.
And ready for a little cooking, of course.
Yeah.
So,
We got
Manny, let's start with you. Dorcots FC gone horribly wrong.
Super Mega Zeta.
What happened to Dorcots?
Okay. I think it's crystal clear that most of the Arsenal fans who are able to see what's going on and read between the lines do not claim Mikel Arteta. And as far as this dark arts nonsense is concerned, I think the only thing that's happened is that we're being left with dark circles under our eyes. In some cases, even dark eyes after being given a good punch. Now, I will say this, Nippon. You know, for all of the talk about how Maresca deserves to be given a bit of slack because it's his first season, you will be hopefully magnanimous enough to accept that there were some occasions where, you know, we could have pinched a few goals. In fact, we could have won it with the very last kick of the game. That miss,
Yeah.
it's all Gascoigne against Germany in Euro '96 all over again. But I'm also fair-minded enough to accept that, for the most part, whenever we had opportunities, we mucked them up. And as far as Kai Havertz is concerned, I think it's fair to say that after his play of petulance, you Chelsea fans are trying to disown him, and you no longer need to claim him as one of your own.
Nippon, remember when he done this?
I know he who helped you win your second Champions League, but sometimes when he acts like a bit of a nutter, he can be absolutely insufferable. And the frustrating thing is that there is
when he was at Chelsea. I'm going to be honest.
I see. And the thing about him is that.
But even then, the respect was there. Like, you know what? He won the Champions League. He won us the Champions League. But I'm gonna rant now. I'm sorry, Kai. You've burned your last bridge with us. I mean,
yeah.
Even after going to Arsenal, they've look. It's when you lose the match day going fans. That's when you've burned your bridges, all of them. And even the match day going fans hate him now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Giving it all
I'm
back,
all
saying,
for people.
If I win the Champions League with Arsenal, it'll mean more. I'm sorry. You know what?
Well,
I think we need Mikel
the equivalent of that.
Longer.
No, but here's the thing. The equivalent of that would probably be someone like Emiliano Martinez saying that if he were to win silverware with Aston Villa, it would be so much more meaningful to him than winning at Arsenal. And I think there is a reasoning to that because, you know, he won the FA Cup with us and then we discarded him. And since then, of course, he's moved to Aston Villa and the rest is history.
But the difference is with Kai, we didn't.
When Aston Villa beat us last season at the Emirates, Um, yeah, but when Aston Villa beat us last season at the Emirates, Emmy did say that he'd always love us and that there was always going to be a place for us in his heart. It was his first English club. He learned English with us. He became a man with us. So you don't just suddenly discard all of that. You don't do that easily. You don't just simply burn everything like that. I don't believe that.
No,
And
no,
once
but Kai
Kai,
has burned everything with us.
I mean, but how can you say that though? How can you truly say that? I think Kai. There's going to be a time when Kai looks back and says, "You know what? Maybe I was wrong to have said what I said." But I do agree that sometimes he can be a bit of you know,
Prat.
he can be rather stupid. And there are some things some ways in which you don't behave. You don't score a goal at Stamford Bridge and then give it your celebration like that. I'm sorry, be respectful. It's like, I mean, celebrate if you want, but celebrate respectfully. One big example, of course, was when Alvaro Morata scored for AC Milan against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. And, give the Real Madrid fans any grief at all.
Look, if you even look, there are players who I actually still have respect for.
Can't quite hear you, Nippon. I'll come back.
Are you there, Arrest?
I'm here, yeah.
Yeah, the thing is with Kai is like the fact that he joined a rival pissed me off. When he could have gone to Germany.
Yeah. But that's what he gets for shushing.
Look, I'm sorry, you can't shush the people who supported the people who had your back from day one. And in that way, I'm sorry, no, you can't do that. Look, I will only start respecting Kai is if he leaves Arsenal. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to hate him. I'm sure there are players Arrest rates, but he can't like because they play for Liverpool.
Well, that has left United to play for another team.
Nah, look, Mason Mount can't stand the bloke either. I mean, on TikTok rather than training.
Right. Luke Shaw. Oh my god.
Nah, you're stuck with him though. He's your problem now.
I think it's fair to say that Oris doesn't rate any Arsenal players.
Huh?
No, I rate a few Arsenal players. I like. I love.
Look, I don't as of late, but I used to rate Leandro Trossard. I don't know what happened to him.
You know who
become a nutter.
You know who me and Nippon love? Zinchenko. We think he's underrated. He should start every game. Just you have a lovely chant of him.
You know who else I think is underrated and should start every game?
Who?
Benjamin Scheidt.
Oh, don't you start, Nippon. I hope and pray that Tuchel doesn't consider him for England. Reece James, Trent Alexander-Arnold, even a washed-up Kyle Walker, or even Rico Lewis playing in his proper position would be better than that bloke. Heck, I'd even beg Kieran Trippier to come out of retirement if we had three guys.
Look, all I'm going to say about Ben White is just quit football and audition for Love Island.
Yeah, man.
Because that's where he belongs.
And I'm also going to say right now that the way we're playing, obviously we're having to deal with injuries, but it's down to poor man management. What Arteta did with Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka is nothing short of criminal. The fact that, how dare you even think of forcing one of your better midfielders, not your best, but one of your better midfielders to play with a broken, stinking toe. You can't even kick a ball with a broken toe, for Pete's sake. And because of him, neither Rice nor Saka were able for England. Not that it was a big loss. We beat Greece 3-0, and we should be able to secure top spot in Group B and get back into Group A if we beat Ireland. But still, I think Mikel Arteta is slowly but surely losing the plot. And
Do you think
this
he?
season
Do
could
you
very
think?
well be season where he's broken.
Do you think he lost the season, or he ends up getting potted by Josh and Stan?
Oh, he'll stay until the end of the season. Don't you bet against that. Will he be here next season? And this particular season see a lot of really hard chats being had.
Oh, sorry about that.
We've already
The
seen Edu
iPad I'm
Gaspar
using is
leave the
actually
club.
connected to my mother's phone, so
Yeah, we've already seen Edu Gaspar leave the club, and that could be a sign that the empire is starting to, slowly be chipped away. It's like Edu and Arteta together were literally thick as thieves, and you just knew that if there was anything worse than Arteta's inept management, it was Edu's inept. And now he seems to have left Arsenal for a better prospect elsewhere. Talk about failing upwards.
better. Would you call
Manny, you,
Nottingham Forest
Manny
a better
messaged Ed already,
prospect?
Manny messaged Ed already, mate. You already messaged him.
Nottingham Forest are due relegation because they hired Edu. Edu has made every team worse.
Edu's barbecue's cooking. Oh, yeah.
So, Ruben Amorim, talk to me.
Obrigado, amigo. Obrigado. The Premier League 21 is coming. Hashtag 21 is coming. No, I'm joking. I'm excited, man. 3-4-3 settings, Thomas Tuchel settings 3-4-3. But yeah, man. I'm confident. I'm excited. Armoring, I watched the interview today. Either the club. It's just a refresh at the club. I think he'll do well. He just reminds me of the type of manager that will come in, show and click. But yeah, I'm confident with Amrin. I really am. I did not expect United to get him. I can't lie. As soon as we sacked Nog, my number one Nogsman. But when I saw that United made an agreement with Sporting, it just shows that we can be so bad, but we still have that United pull.
The rest,
So
check the private chat.
yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I can take over. That's fine. Cool. But yeah, Nipper wants me to take over 50 minutes. But Manny, obviously, we was discussing about Ruben Amorim. What's your thoughts as an Arsenal fan? Do you think Amorim will do well at United?
Yeah, I think he will. I think the most important thing to help him succeed would be that the administration give him all the cooperation and respect that he can get, because it should occur to a lot of people that he's leaving behind a Sporting Club de Portugal side that are doing really well in the Primeira Liga back in Portugal and have also been flying high in the Champions League. That crushing of Guardiola's Manchester City team was a joy to behold. literally made them look like absolute amateurs.
Mhm.
Now, will the new manager get the best out of Gyökeres and company over at Sporting Lisbon? I don't know. And I refusing to take any of his Sporting Club de Portugal players with him to Manchester United, at least not this season. He might do so next season, but we're going to have to see. But as you've said, the Manchester United pool does seem to be reasonably strong. And as much as I'm quite intrigued at how well United will do, I do feel for Sporting Club. I hope that they'll be able to, recover from losing their fine manager, and whoever replaces him ends up doing at least as good a job as Amarim did. But Amarim's arrival should be exciting, and it could very well mean that several of your players will have played their last games for the club. It's funny how really near the end of Ten Hag's tenure, several of those players pretty much, you know, uh, down tools. They lost a bit of energy, but now with the new manager bounce, the interim manager bounce, they seem to have developed a bit of a spring in their step. I hate it when that happens. I really do. But maybe it's just human nature that players respond better to a change. I'm not too sure. I think Amarim should do well, but he needs to be supported. And the fans also need to make sure that they are with him. And the only question that I would have, and the only thing that I'd like to ask of you is now that Amarim will be coming in and starting, what will your targets be for the remainder of the season? Because bear in mind, as much as Ten Hag's tenure ended horribly and he had to leave, he's
Yeah.
done better than Mikel Arteta in terms of winning trophies.
Yes, yes. Um, I just, for me, right, I want us to get top four. I don't think it's that hard, but style of play would be nice. I think that's what he's going to try and bring already straight away. But yeah, my expectations for the rest of the season is get top four and try win a cup. Just try because I do definitely think we can with the squad that we have. I think we can definitely win a cup, but try win a cup and get top four, and then in the summer you can reevaluate his squad, see who he wants, see who he likes, and then get rid of the player that he doesn't want. So yeah, I think that's achievable. Really, I don't think there's too much that marks for top four. Europa League. From looking at the teams, I don't know. We should be the favourite, but anything can happen in Europe, really. So I wouldn't be surprised. But Carabao Cup, obviously we're in the quarterfinals of it, so we're playing Tottenham away, and then also FA Cup, which is starting soon. So yeah, I'd say top four in the cup for Almerim. That'll be a good season for him. Oh, money's gone. I can't even. I don't even have controls now. Ugh. But yeah, make sure you guys will smash the likes whilst Nippon tries to come back. Sorry, money. If you're in the background, I do not have controls, so I can't add you. Because Nippon went to do something. But yeah, make sure you guys, if you haven't already, smash those likes, please. Smash those likes if you haven't already. Let me check how many likes we're on. Sports TV.
Back.
Also, back. Good, that's good. Yeah, but yeah, as I was saying, Manny asked me what's my expectations. I remember this for me. He has to get top four and he has to win a cup. That's what I think is achievable for Almerim, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's good
Does
to
it
know.
matter which?
So,
Does it matter which cup?
Well, I love the Europa League. Listen, if I look at the Europa League teams on paper, I know football's not on paper, not based on paper, but we should be winning that Europa League. Tottenham is Tottenham, so they're not going to win it. So there's no other teams that I should be scared of. Carabao Cup, we are in the quarterfinals of it, so and we're playing Tottenham. So it's the history of Tottenham as well. So we could go far in the Carabao Cup, but I would love a Europa League and a top four finish. That'd be a brilliant season for Amram. Bearing in mind,
yeah,
then pre-season, yeah.
Oris, listen, I wouldn't take Spurs, lightly if I were you, because remember what happened when United played Spurs this season.
Mm. Yeah, to be honest, they should have scored 6 or 7. 3-0, 3-0 score flattened us. Should have been more, but we'll
Yeah,
see. I think
yeah.
Amram's third game is against Arsenal, so that should be interesting.
Yeah, I think my final word before I have to leave, and I'm sorry, boys, it is getting a bit late for me, will be this. I think United have a quality manager now. And how Amorim does against Arteta will probably be, indicative of what could very well happen to both clubs this season. If Amorim is able to prove his tactical um, expertise and get good results against Arsenal, heaven forbid, of course, then that will really expose Arteta as someone who just isn't ready. It's bad enough that Liverpool under Arne Slot are top league and could very well end up being favourites to win, although we do have some Liverpool fans saying that that won't happen. I think they still have PTSD from seasons gone by. But if Amorim proves to be a good success with United and gets some good results against the Arsenal, then a lot of questions are going to be asked about Arteta, and rightly so. And I think it's fair to say that a lot of people are starting to be swayed on Arteta. When you have some of AFTV's biggest personalities starting to change their tune, that also tells you everything. But then we all know that AFTV are a bunch of opportunists. I wouldn't value their opinions. I wouldn't want to listen to them. Bunch of absolute jokers. And even those former AFTV celebrities who have sort of branched out to do their own thing, I couldn't care less about them either. So, yeah, I'll be looking to see how well Amorim does against Arsenal. And if he does the double over us, heaven forbid, it will be time for Arteta to definitely go. He can't take us further. He can't hack it against some tactical nows. And he's going to have to leave. And the way he's managed this
Nah,
season
he
so
can
far has
stay
been an
where he
absolute
is.
disaster.
He can stay where he is.
We want you to stay. We want you to stay. We want you to stay. Yeah, that should be interesting.
You boys want us to. I didn't want United to get Amorim, and I certainly didn't want Chelsea to get Maresca. But now I'm stuck here with the longer serving, but clearly the worst manager of the three.
Manny,
I
if
guess
Arteta,
that's fate.
do you want a manager? If
I'm going to have
Arteta,
to leave because
that's
it's
fine.
getting a little bit late for me. But
Yeah,
thanks a
Manny.
lot, Nippon, for having me on. I'm glad I was able to come on for about half an hour. I wish you boys good night. Enjoy the weekend. And obviously, next weekend will be Premiership action again. For Amorim against Ipswich, it's
He'll not
finished.
be here next
Time to
weekend.
dismantle the tractor, boys.
Yeah, Manny.
Big up, big up.
Um, let's see how well we do. I just hope we'll be able to, avoid being humiliated. I mean, at this particular point, I don't even know who we're playing once the international break is over. I mean, I've just become so disillusioned with the way Arsenal are playing. Almost can't wait for the season to be over and tough decisions to be made. But we'll see what happens. We might get an easy game and win that and have everyone saying we're back in business. Nothing of the sort. I think the damage has been done.
Yeah.
I'll see you soon, boys. Enjoy your
Big up, mate.
weekend.
Big up.
See you soon.
Big up,
The
money.
rest, I think, since there's not much else to talk about, we're going to just do the early predictions. No, actually, we're just
No,
going to do the predictions for the Euros, UEFA Nations, just the big teams, and then we're going to wrap up.
does
Since
that
there's
include Albania? Yeah.
talk about. And I need to ask you something once we wrap up. Right. So I'm just gonna get the results out now. UEFA Nations League. Okay. So Turkey versus Wales. What are we saying?
Ooh. 1-0 Turkey.
1-0 Wales. Come on, up the Dragons!
Come on, Turkey. Do it for Turkish. Come on.
Up
Do
the
it for Turkey.
Dragons! Come on.
I'm going to tell Turkish that you said 1-0 win.
Sweden. No. Since you're here, we might as well. Albania versus Slovakia. Sorry, Czech Republic.
Yeah, I mean, if we win, we go top of the group. So I'm gonna
Be
say
honest. Don't be biased.
no. Nippon. Last time we played at home, we beat them 3-0. I'm gonna say 2-1 Albania.
2-1 Albania. 3-2 Albania. That's mine. That's mine. Sweden versus Slovakia.
1-1.
2-1 Sweden. Netherlands versus Hungary.
Netherlands 2-0.
3-0. No, actually, 3-1. Szoboszlai to score for Hungary. And Gakpo hat trick. I don't believe this. I'm just spouting what comes to my head. Germany versus Bosnia.
4-0 Germany.
4-0 Germany. I'm going 4-1 Germany. Right, going into the last match day. Ireland. England versus Ireland. Up the Lions. Come on, England.
Come on, Ireland. No, I'm joking. 3-0 England. Easy peasy.
Come on.
3-0 England. It's coming out. It's coming. Thomas Tuchel. 3-0 England.
I'm going 3-1 England. Prime will be hiding.
Oh yeah, he's Irish. Oh my god, I forgot.
Yeah, he's Irish Nigerian. Big up Prime though. Just hope your team lose on Sunday. No hard feelings.
We're praying in your downfall, Prime. Don't worry. Watch whoever scores. Yeah. 3-0.
Italy versus France.
Ooh. I'm gonna say 2-1 France.
Okay. That country in the Middle East versus Belgium.
Who? Just in the private chat.
Sorry, I just refuse to get political on
3-0 Belgium.
3-1 Belgium. Poland versus Scotland. Up the Tartan Army! Up the Tartan Army!
Two.
Poland 1, Scotland 2. 2-1 Scotland. Douglas is going to like that result. Big up, Douglas. Go subscribe to his channel.
Big up, Douglas.
Spain versus Switzerland.
2-1 España.
Viva España.
Michael Corella.
2-1 Spain.
Corella. He eats paella. He drinks estrella.
That is a good Spanish accent. Luxembourg versus Northern Ireland.
What a game this is. Northern Ireland.
5-1. You know, do you want to go first or shall I go first?
Northern Ireland to win 4-0.
5-1 Northern Ireland. Hungary versus Germany.
3-1 Germany.
I am going to go for a shock.
Huh?
Hungary.
Say it.
Hungary 3.
Ah!
Germany 2. Bosnia versus the Netherlands or Holland.
1-0 Bosnia.
You've gone for an upset as well. 1-1.
Boo.
Versus Ukraine. Albania versus Ukraine.
Yeah, I'm just making sure you respect. I'm not joking. We should win, but 1-1.
Oh, you pulled the words right out of my mouth. I'm also going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Because I think we beat Czech Republic, then we draw, and then that's enough to qualify.
Wales versus Iceland.
2-0 Wales.
And that is all the big fixtures done. Well, Wales, all big countries. But I only go for the big nations and the home nation.
Yeah. Did you see what happened? Did you see what happened in the Romania-Kosovo game today?
Was there like a punch up?
Punch up, and also the game got suspended. Mate, I can't.
Well, these Eastern Europeans don't mess about.
Mate, Romanian fans were chanting Serbia, and then obviously that's political.
No. We don't say the I word or the P word on here, arrest. Check the private chat.
Yeah, I didn't mention anything. Yeah, I didn't mention those countries, but I'm just saying. Yeah, Eastern Europeans. Listen, I like my.
Yeah. Don't. you don't F about with the Eastern Europeans.
Even some Romanian girls, mate. Bloody hell.
You know who else you don't mess about with? The
Ru-
Punjabi, my tribe in India.
Yeah, yeah,
You do not
yeah,
mess about
yeah.
with Punjabis.
Serious, man. They're serious.
Yeah. So, right, before we wrap up, Arrest, where can people find you?
People can find me at Ruben Amrim 123. No, I'm joking. YouTube R6 Football, Twitter RS Talks Footy, and Instagram RS Talks Football as well. YouTube I mainly stream. Probably gonna do a stream next Friday with the game week preview. And yeah, big up Nippon for having me on as always.
Big up, big up. Yep, not much going around on my channel for the international break. I will be live again on the 20th of November from Heathrow Airport. So like just a chill stream. Just talk whatever you want. Arrest if you want to jump on. So yeah, that's my schedule for the next few days. Might do an upload in between if we get news for Chelsea or any big news with football in general. Might even do an emergency stream. Who knows? So yeah, big up Arrest for joining. You can find me on all those socials below. You can also find me as an occasional panelist on Worldwide Chels. Big up Sadiq every single time. Go subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. You can also find me as an occasional panelist on Football Carnage TV, run by the Big Six's very own Grizz Khan. Go subscribe to Football Carnage if you haven't already. Also, go subscribe to the Big Six. Big up everyone on the Big Six. And yeah, with that being said, I shall see you all in the next one. Peace.
Hey.